Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Kev's Movie Corner. I am Kev, and this week we are talking about Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. This film came out in 1939. It was directed by Frank Capra. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and I'm not going to get yelled at by people. Who is also a director who we've seen recently. Well, not really recently, relatively recently on here. He directed It's a Wonderful Life, which we watched around Christmas time, if you guys were joining us at that time as well. It also stars James Stewart, who was also in It's a Wonderful Life, and was in another film that we watched just a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, on this channel, The Philadelphia Story. So, a couple of big names, Jean Arthur as well, and Claude Rains were also in this film. It is about a guy, Mr. Smith, who is played by James Stewart, being not elected, but selected by the governor of whatever state he's from. They don't really say states or anything. I don't remember them saying the state, but he is chosen by the governor after their other senator dies to go to Washington and take over as the role of senator. And the whole premise is that he's supposed to be an idiot because they don't want him asking questions when a bunch of corrupt politicians and business people are trying to use government to make money for themselves, which is not okay. So it kind of goes along those lines. James Stewart, I feel like in the movies that I've seen him in, he kind of plays a goofball a lot of times, and I'm starting to realize that I like him very much as an actor because of the roles that he plays. He was great in this. He actually, towards the end of the movie, he decides to fight by filibustering, even though he doesn't actually know how anything in the Senate works. A love interest helps him get through the process of writing a bill and actually acting as a senator, and he filibusters by himself for several hours, even though nobody cares and nobody wants to pay attention to him. But it's a good movie. It's got a good story about how to the fact that you should fight for things, fight for what you believe in. He's got a line in there. Something along the lines of the only things that you should fight, or the main things you should fight for, are things that are lost causes. I know I'm butchering that so terribly, but it is a fun movie. It's got a good storyline. It's about 2 hours long, so it's a black and white movie. It is not a super. It goes by relatively quickly because you don't realize that you're sitting there for 2 hours to watch the movie. So actually, going through some of the details of this movie, there is scenes where he's walking around some of the monuments in Washington, D.C. And one of the trivia questions here that IMDb has is that those were reportedly stolen. At the Amazement in the Washington Monuments were stolen because the Park Service denied the studio permission to film near the monuments. Again, Great movie. Would recommend watching this. It is number 26 on the AFI top 100, the 10-year anniversary of the top 100 list. I think that's pretty good. It's up 3 spots from the original list in 2000. Was it 2007 that the original list came out? When the original list came out? 2007 is when the second list came out. 1997 was when the original one came out. So, good movie. A lot of fun to watch. Definitely worth your time. It is listed as a comedy drama, political comedy drama. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. It's not like it's not, I wouldn't say a laugh out loud funny, but there are a good amount of funny moments. I wouldn't say it's just constantly, you're just, constantly laughing like what you might think of a comedy, but it's got a lot of quips in it, and it is a fun movie to watch. Yeah, I think that is about all I've got for you guys this week, because I'm not that good at this. So, if you want to watch next week, I forgot to do this last week. I forget to do this a lot because it's I'm trying to do this in the middle of the week and not sometimes thinking all the way through, and that's not the best thing to do. But yeah, it's just kind of the way that my brain works. I don't really go off of a sheet. I just kind of go by the seat of my pants. But if you want to watch next week, I think we're gonna watch nope, Sound of Music. Yes, that is it. I've never seen The Sound of Music, which is odd because I do like musicals. So, yeah, if you want to watch that with me, don't forget to go ahead. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys next week.